Hello everyone, in this video I want to talk about Xbox Series X in a kind of a different way. Well, I have kind of a good gaming laptop, but far from being the best. It runs on a 1660 GTX Ti card, so I probably won't be able to enjoy ray tracing into some of the games, and it won't play the same as it would play on the Xbox Series X, because it's a much powerful, in general, it's more powerful hardware compared to what I have. Now I'm playing on my laptop, and I'm an Xbox Game Pass subscriber. Now, the value that I get from this subscription, with all the amazing games that Microsoft continued to put in for all the subscribers to enjoy for free. Again, not entirely for free, but again, if you pay the subscription, you don't need to pay for the games, unless they are out of the Game Pass. And then if you want to continue playing them, you need to. But usually what happens is that I will able to play the game and even finish some games, and didn't get into a situation where I actually kind of pay for a game. But if there's a good game and need to pay for it, again, you can pay even less. Now, this put me in a position where I give a lot of trust in what Microsoft is trying to do here. And Microsoft is focusing on its subscription service, the Xbox Game Pass, or just Game Pass for short. Now, were I to buy the Xbox Series X instead of the PlayStation 5, I feel that it might be a good investment in the long run. And I'm a PlayStation 4 player, and I really like PlayStation exclusives, and I really enjoy playing on the PlayStation 4. But of course, I didn't have both console, so I can't say, like, for example, the Xbox One, how it is compared to the PlayStation 5. What I know, PlayStation 4. What I know is that when I saw the games that are available for both console, I knew that I actually pick up the right console, because there are more games that I am enjoying playing on the PlayStation 4 compared to the Xbox One. Now, you need to understand that even with Steam, when you have so many games out there, I still am gonna just get committed to only a few, right? I'm not gonna play every single game out there, and there's so many games that I actually miss. So for me, the most important thing is to have a large selection of games to choose from, so there's a higher chance that I'll come across those games that I would enjoy playing. So for me, it's no longer kind of a situation where which console kind of the best. What's important for me is that particularly this Xbox Game Pass, this subscription service, which I know that Microsoft is putting more emphasis in promoting, and what Microsoft wants is more people to join this service. And of course, more people join the service, probably the more better games you're going to see, and even more games, because again, more players joining in, more money pouring into the service, and Microsoft can offer putting in more games, and even better games, those who cost more. Now, I do know that some players are fully committed to buy a console if they have a game, one of the big AAA games that they enjoy playing. So, for example, people who wants to play Halo will definitely will go with the Xbox Series X, unless they plan to play it on their PC. But if you need to kind of a console is your main gaming machine, you need to choose between the two, like PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X. I think it is a very easy decision for you to make. The same goes to the PlayStation 5. Although I think that we're gonna see more exclusive games that are exclusive to the console exclusive on the PS5 than the Xbox Series X. And from what I've seen, I think almost all of the games that I've seen, if not all of them, those are available for Xbox Series X, will be available for PC as well. This means that if you own a powerful PC and you want to buy PlayStation 5, you're probably going to play everything that's out there for both consoles. Now, even if you don't have the very high-end PC, and you have like something like me, something kind of in the middle, you still be able to play those games in good frame rates and enjoy them. Maybe not in the highest settings, you won't be able to play them maybe in 4K, but on a laptop, for example, I have a laptop with 1080p, full HD resolution, so I definitely can play most games in good frame rates. Although I'm sure that like in 2 years from now, I definitely will need to upgrade to play the latest games. Now, PlayStation 5 is another advantage is virtual reality, but this is for another discussion. But overall, I think that Microsoft, if you look kind of on the long run, will I think have a better selection of games to offer players. When I say better, I need to clarify this. By saying better, I mean giving players through their subscription service, the Game Pass, a large selection of games, but also a very good variety of games. So there's a chance that you can come across games that you can enjoy playing. I mean, even on the PlayStation 4, like there's so many games out there, right? How many of them I actually bought, right? Not too many of them. How many of them actually I played for a long time? Like there's some games they can finish like in like a week, right? And then what you gonna do? Like wait for no game takes some time to be developed, and that's why many companies try to bring many indie developers to kind of fill in the gap between the AAA titles. Now I can share with you my personal decision. Yeah, or right now I think that Xbox Series X and the Xbox Game Pass subscription will be really good choice for gamers. Again, I still need to see what PlayStation will bring, something that I can really say, oh my god, these games are going to be so amazing that I need to really jump into them. But even then, when I play, for example, on the PlayStation 4 Destiny, I could play it on other platforms. But at the time, I couldn't afford getting a gaming PC, so PlayStation 4 was a really good buying decision, so I can just play and enjoy really high quality games there. Now, the other thing that I want to talk about, something in personal, I just forgot about it for a second, is that I'm also looking like what other games will be released. For example, I know that at the end of the year, we're going to have the option to buy either the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X. But I know that one of the games that I'm looking forward to play the most is, you guess it, Cyberpunk 2077. Now I can play this game on my laptop. Now if I ask myself, alright, if I'm gonna buy the console the moment they get out, or should I wait, what actually games are out there to actually maybe convince me to play other games and invest in other games, or maybe maybe I've been so invested in Cyberpunk 2077 that I don't know if I'm going to spend a lot of time on other titles, like big titles. And of course, the idea is that when you release a console, you release console with big titles. Halo Infinite, we know it was delayed, so this is something also to keep in mind. Let me just check when it was delayed to. Yeah, I just checked 2021, so there isn't even a specific date. So one of the biggest titles for the Xbox Series X was actually delayed to next year. But when exactly in the next year? Well, we don't know yet. It was supposed to be released late in 2020, so people can play it maybe when the console is out, but, well, delayed. I don't think it's a good. I don't have something against delays, because when it's delayed, it means that the developer is dedicated to deliver a great gameplay experience, and they don't want to kind of put things kind of fast and just deliver kind of a half-baked experience to the players. So I have nothing kind of a bad thing to say about that. But of course, for many players who plan to buy the Xbox Series X and play Halo Infinite on day one, well, this would be very disappointing for them. Now, another thing that I want to share with you is I know that many people want to run Steam, and one thing great, Steam is a great hub for gamers. Lots of games and lots of sales, great sales there. And also, again, if you cancel a game, I mean, after 2 hours, I think you can actually get a full refund. But I actually read that if you cancel Xbox Game Pass or Xbox Live game within 30 days of initial purchase, you can get your money back. If you are on reoccurring subscription. But again, only for the first month. That's what I read, by the way. Unless it's something you can correct me, but that's what I read, what I found on Google. I haven't tried to refund any single game because actually I haven't bought except the DLC for Minecraft Dungeons. But other than this, I'm just playing the free games that are available from the subscription. Now, if you take for consideration that you don't have a gaming PC, you need to decide between two consoles. For me, the most important thing is that there will be good exclusive for the consoles. This will be really important for me because, for example, on the PS4 you have you had The Last of Us remastered, Last of Us 2. You had Ratchet and Clank, which I love so much, and I can't wait for the next adventure. You have Uncharted. And let's not forget that I haven't played it. Persona 5. I just wish they brought it to the PC. Anyway, I haven't played because my PS4 is not with me because I travel all the time, so I can't carry it. Although, I mean, I can carry it, but it's mostly comfortable. But if I need to carry the PlayStation 5, I will buy it. I definitely gonna carry it with me and just gonna make room in my suitcase. We also have Bloodborne, of course, which is an amazing game. I mean, so many amazing uh, exclusive games, console exclusive games, that if you want to play them, if you wanted to play them, you need to buy the PlayStation 4. That's why I think when it comes to exclusive games, and many of them, by the way, are amazing games that I want to play, uh, that's the reason I love the PS4 so much. Now, this is the place where PlayStation 5, where Sony can actually prevail by releasing amazing exclusive games. But I also need to tell you that although I'm looking forward to some next chapter for some exclusive, I want new IPs. Yeah, something new. And I like, for example, you're asking what I like, type of games. I like games like The Last of Us, kind of adventure games. But again, this is so rare to find, right? Action RPG games. I like first-person shooters, third-person shooters, but I want multiplayer games. I want be part of a community that can play with easily with people online, and I want big adventures. A game that can jump like Destiny, something that will live longer with me instead of a game that I'm gonna finish in a week and just move on to the other game. I want kind of more games like this, kind of games that kind of make you feel like you're second home, and I hope they're gonna see more of those on the PlayStation 5 and also on the Xbox Series X. Now, I need to be honest with you. Yeah, I watched and I've seen all the kind of exclusive, when be console exclusive, console, and PC exclusive. I mean, Windows 10, or the time exclusive, which include games like, of course, Halo Infinite, Fable, State of Decay 3, Forza Motorsport, Everwild, Evode, which looks, by the way, amazing. Can't wait to play this. As Dusk Falls, Psychonauts 2, but this will be available for other platforms as well, so we can just exclude it. Stalker 2 will debut on Xbox Series X as well. Tetris Effect, forget about it. The Gunk. What else? The Medium. I can't wait to play The Medium. Just looks amazing. Warhammer 40,000 Dark Tide, Crossfire X, Sona Saga Hellblade 2, Scorn, and other time exclusive like 20 Minutes, Dead Static Drive, Exo-1, Lake, Last Stop, Mid Streets, Sable, Shredders, Song of Iron, The Artful Escape, The Ascent, The Beacon, and others. But the thing is that with all of those, I didn't find something that I said to myself, wow, this is a game that I want to play, and one that I can actually kind of spend, I don't know, hundreds, if not thousands of time on. I didn't find a single one. Now, most of the games that I do play that kind of have kind of a prolonged gameplay, longer shelf life, are multiplayer games, of course, that have high replayability, like shooters, and can be action RPG games like Diablo, for example, which of course I can't wait to play myself. It can be other MMOs like Destiny, for example, MMORPG with first-person shooting experience, which I really like. That's why I like Destiny so much. These type of games, and unfortunately, I didn't find anything that really kind of put itself into the category that an exclusive for Xbox Series X, which I'll be very excited about. Now, I know that I'll be able to play Diablo 4 on my PC, but the thing is that if I haven't have this machine here that can run games in quite good frame rates, I'll probably will think several times before I make my decision. And I want to wait until I see all the available games for both the PS5 and the Xbox Series X before I make my decision. And I want to know whether it's on launch day, but even although if I don't find games on launch day, I don't have to buy the console on day one, right? But making a decision between the two will be based solely on the available games. Regarding the difference in hardware and performance, I don't care. So the available games, and of course how the subscription service will be PS Now, of course, versus Xbox Series Game Pass. But right now Game Pass seems like the better choice, and I think it's still going to continue to be better choice unless something will happen, because I think PlayStation, Sony will prefer leaving their exclusive to the console itself, putting it so it will be available for PC as well. Now, it might surprise you, but none of them seem so promising when it comes to game selection, I have to admit. I mean, I wasn't like over the top of my head, like, wow, I can't wait to get a console. I mean, console is just a console, just the hardware. We need to play games on it. So, of course, it's very personal. You're going to have the games that you enjoy playing. I will have the one that I enjoy playing. But really something that kind of blew me away, nope. Of course, I want to be able to join the party on day one and celebrate and get the console and just put a game there. It doesn't matter for next gen game and just play and enjoy. But the thing is that I won't do it because I want to be able to really know that there are some games that I know that I will connect with, and those that will actually take advantage of the power of the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X. Because otherwise, for me, for example, personally, I won't buy it because of the PC. But if I haven't had this and I need to choose, I would probably choose based on what games are and the subscription service. Try to see how each company tackles this and what offers there are, what type of games each company actually goes with. And then I'm going to make my decision. Although we still need to understand that there might be surprises down the line until the reveal of the console. Probably both companies are kind of saving the best for last, and before the console is revealed, and then you're going to hear something really big. It doesn't mean that this game is going to be available from day one, but maybe there's something big coming, like maybe 3 months, 6 months after the consoles are released, and something to maybe can change your buying decision because you really want to play those exclusive titles, console exclusives, I mean. Now, combining all the information, and again, I can change my mind every single day, again, if something new comes. But right now, when I look at the console itself, its capabilities, the service, and the available games, Xbox Series X looks like the better choice at the moment. Again, considering the fact that I won't use my gaming PC to play games, right? Like I don't have it, right? If I don't have this game PC, I need to think about which one. I really trust Microsoft to deliver many games, injecting them into the Game Pass subscription. So I have many games to play. Again, unless the PlayStation 5 is going to have kind of a killer game that will announce before the console is released, that I really want to play, and something that I'm looking forward like more than anything else. And again, it needs to be a big game, right? Because if it's kind of a small game that I finish in a week, I'm not going to buy a console for just a game that I want to finish in a week. I mean, something really big. Maybe hopefully a new IP. Then I'm going to think twice. Yeah. But right now, Xbox Series X looks like a very, very good choice in terms of subscription service, the selection of games that are available and will be available, and more will be available, of course. As we go along. And by the way, regarding Xbox Series X, for example, just open Xbox Game Pass today, the app on my PC. And again, every day I discover new games. And we have, for example, introduced just in that last week, we have Final Fantasy VII, I think this is 2 weeks ago. Flight Simulator, this was this week. Spiritfarer, amazing game. Crossing Souls, Don't Starve, again, all for free if you have a service. Darksider Genesis, and Battlelords. And of course, there are many more that are free. You just need to go and you can find like tons of more, like No Man's Sky, Shadow of War, Market Dungeons, Forza Horizon, Age of Empires. There are so many of them. Like you just need to visit and see. There are so many games you can actually play. Gears 5, Dead Cells. Oof. The thing is that so many games that you won't be able to play them all, and this is why the Xbox Game Pass subscription is such an amazing one. Really, Microsoft really put in effort to really bring a large selection of games, different variety of games. I found many games that I enjoy playing in this service compared to what PlayStation Now had to offer. But keep in mind that also PS Now have some really good games, but we also need to check out for how long they're going to be free, right? Not all games are going to be free forever. For example, Dead Cells on PlayStation Now is available until November 1st, 2021. But you have also Watch Dogs and Street Fighter and Hello Neighbor, Metro, Dishonored 2, Rainbow Six Siege. By the way, Rainbow Six Siege will be available until November 2nd. The Evil Within 2 and Control, Just Cause 4, Tomb Raider, and many others. So there is good selections of games available there as well. But overall, when I compare this to my needs, and you need to do the same, compare it to what you need, the games that you will enjoy playing. Don't get lost with all the details. What's important is that you're going to have games that you will enjoy playing, because other than this, it's just hardware, right? You need to find the console that have the games that you enjoy playing the most, and that's actually what I do. But right now, if I take all the things into consideration, the Xbox Series X looks like a very good option. But the other thing is that we should never forget is that again, not all games will be cross-platform. So if you have friends that have a platform, most of your friends, for example, are going to buy PlayStation 5, well, I think this might kind of and you enjoy playing multiplayer games with your friends, and that's something you enjoy a lot, like myself, well, this will probably kind of have a really big weight in your buying decision, right? Because your friend's gonna play it, and what are you gonna do? Like, if you can buy both of them, great, right? If you can have another PC, you can play with the PC with the Xbox Series X, great as well. But if not, and you want to play with your friends one of the multiplayer games, and you don't have a gaming PC, and then you need to kind of think about, well, I want to play with my friends, all these amazing multiplayer games, what should I do? Well, then you need to make a decision as well. And this is one thing that can kind of kill any deal. If many of my friends go with a certain platform, and I know that I want to play with them, I would personally kind of give a big weight to the platform that my friends are actually playing. So this is why I feel that I recommend everyone who haven't even considered getting the Xbox Series X to at least consider it. Check out the subscription service, it's amazing. And that's it. Of course, I'm not affiliated with any company, and although I really like the PlayStation 4, I'm not a fan of anything. I'm a fan of the company who deliver a great gameplay experience, the games that I want to play, and this is the company that I like. I can change it a year later, a few months later. For me, it doesn't matter. What matters is that I will enjoy playing games and have fun. That's what matters. So this is it for this video. If you have anything about the Xbox Series X, something to say it in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Cheers.